Alright guys, Paul back here again, and we're just going to be doing a quick video talking about another brand new WWE Shop replica belt that has been recently released. So as you'll see in the title, we're talking about the new 2021 re-release of the Classic World Tag Team Championship replica. So yeah, just a quick video. We're going to go over the belt that's on WWEshop.com right now. This is a belt that a lot of us have been holding out hope for a long time. These were originally released along with the main run of replicas that were made around 2003, 2004. They were the older kind of style replicas in the 2mm thick plates with the really shallow detail, but it's about time we finally have the classic, the dual plated classic WWE Tag Team Championship, and it looks really good. I'll be honest, it looks I mean, we've got WWE Shop open right now, and WWE Shop photos for belts are often kind of bad. I mean, looking at these photos right now, it looks okay. I've seen photos of people that have actually received this belt already, and in person it looks so much better. WWE Shop photos, they light it from every angle, and it washes out the details almost. So I don't know. The photos on WWE Shop don't look all that great. It looks okay, but it looks even better in like the photos that I've seen people posting, and I'll try to put some up. I've seen photos shared around, the same photos shared around everywhere, so I'm not sure who the original source was. If I find that out, I'll credit it. If not, let me know and I'll put it in the description. But yeah, let's talk about this. So, yeah, it looks really good. It actually does look really quite good, but the photos on WWE Shop, not so much. Yeah, it says it's shipping in July. I've already seen people receiving these, so I don't know if they're sold out or not, but let's talk about this. So, of course, it's got the WWE logo. The design is based off of the old classic version. There was versions of this, like the Hart Foundation held versions that were all gold, and this is not to be confused with the version that like Edge and Christian and the Hardys and the Dudleys held. The Attitude Era version was very similar. It was all gold, but the shape of the plates and all the plates were slightly different. This original version of the belt was originally made by Reggie Parks. The Attitude Era versions were a redesign made by Jamar. This, of course, is based on the Reggie version, and yeah, this is the one that I think it was held by the Road Warriors. I know the Hart Foundation held the gold one. I can't remember if they held the dual-plated one, but yeah, this is a belt that has been requested for a long time, and I know a lot of the older generation of fans will be thrilled that it's finally out. Let's look at the details of this actually, because it's a pretty standard modern replica. I've seen a few people upset that it doesn't compare to the Winged Eagle that was recently released, and it certainly looks like this one was put into production a lot earlier than the Winged Eagle, the strap at least anyway. Because let's talk about that strap before we go into the details, because if you've seen that Winged Eagle that's currently off of shop.com because of the errors in it, but it will be re-released. So you can see on the back of it from this photo here, the screws are all exposed, which is harkening back to the old style of replicas. The Winged Eagle had them covered, which I'm not a big fan of in replicas, to be honest. The replica straps bubble up too quickly, so I don't know. 50-50. The Hardcore also had the screws covered up, but for that one it's kind of justified. And you'll also see, the biggest disappointment about this one is the strap has a sewn-on snap box. And that's not something they've done since, I think, 2019's European re-release. I did a video recently talking about the European replicas. Those were both re-leathered by myself, so I never actually got into the details of the straps that came on those as standard. Disappointingly enough, the 2019 European remake also has a sewn-on snap box. Its strap is terrible, and this one looks bad as well, unfortunately. So it's disappointing because it's got the stitching around the border as well, and that's something they've done away with from 2019. I mean, the 2019 new Intercontinental doesn't have any stitching on its strap. It's a bunch of the remakes from that time don't either. So it's a little bit disappointing. The snap box being sewn on is the biggest disappointment. The stitching around the border doesn't bother me. And just to be clear, none of this bothers me. People constantly call me out on these videos saying you're criticizing too much. It's a toy replica. Who gives a fuck? I'm just pointing out stuff that people want to know my opinion on, because I mean, I work on these things, so people ask me shit. So but yeah, the strap doesn't look great compared to the more recent ones. I think it is the old polyurethane. What were the new ones, or were they the same? Because it looks, the material on the strap looks like the older versions, but from these photos, like I said, difficult to tell. We'll look at that description, the details just there to kind of give an overview. So yeah, standard zinc alloy. Okay, so the plates are, the main plate's quoted at 6mm thick, the rest of the side plate's 5mm thick. The end cap, they've called the fucking tip the end cap. Jesus, nah, that just sounds stupid. But yeah, the 5-6mm casted plates is what we were hoping for in this replica and what was really expected. The cut around the plates is really wide actually. Look how wide that leather cut is. A little bit strange. The strap on this one's a little bit weird, to be honest. I'm disappointed in the strap most of all. It doesn't matter much, just get it re-leathered. But yeah, the plates themselves look good. Like I said, these photos from WWE Shop, they're not good. WWE Shop photos don't do the belts justice. Like I said, they light their products from every angle, which is fine on most things. On, like, I don't know, a t-shirt or a cup or something, it's fine. But belts are reflective. I mean, light shines off of these. Lighting my videos is was so difficult to originally set up because of these things in the background. So the way they photograph these, it doesn't look great. But like I said, the photos that I've seen of people that have received these, the detail on the plates looks fantastic. The only thing that kind of stands out to me as looking weird on the center plate is this area between the two banners, the Tag Team and the Wrestling Champions banner. There should be some silver in there, and I'm not sure if there is between the etching or if they've just left that out, but it kind of stands out to me. I don't know. It's a very minor thing, obviously. But yeah, there should be nickel silver showing through in between those details, if I remember correctly. But other than that, I got to be honest, I'm really quite impressed with this belt. It looks actually really quite nice. The detail on the plates looks nice. The depth of the etching is going to be the standard casted details we're all expecting these days. The plates being thick plates again, looks fantastic. I'm impressed. Other than the strap, I am impressed with this belt. I really like it. I will be picking one up. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I prefer the actual version of these tag belts, but this classic version, really nice, classy looking belt. The curve on the plates looks alright. They're starting to get a little bit better with that. If you remember the old style belts, like those big golds were practically flat when they came. Same with the Undisputeds. And I know that was just because shipping flat boxes is cheaper and easier, but it was always a criticism that they had. So the fact that they're putting in effort, putting in these curves, putting in all the detail is definitely appreciated. But yeah, I'm not sure what else there is really to talk about it. Like I said, I've seen photos of it from an actual belt in person, and it looks really a lot better than these photos. From the description, it sounds like a pretty standard replica as you'd expect. Other than that, I'm obviously not going to recommend things until I see them in person, but forever, I know people have been waiting for these replicas to be re-released for a long time, so yeah, this will please a lot of people, and it's certainly not up to the level that I think the Winged Eagle was, but the Winged, well, minus the production error on the Winged Eagle, but the Winged Eagle is kind of WWE's pride and joy almost. It's almost certainly their most popular belt design ever, if you don't count the big gold, but that's WCW, let's be fair. Yeah, the Winged Eagle, I think, was their replica that they were kind of going all out on, and then they fucked that up. So, yeah, this replica coming from the Winged Eagle, it is a step down quality-wise, but that's really me nitpicking to the extreme, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I'm impressed with this belt. I like it. I will definitely be picking it up. Let me know, will you be picking it up as well? What are your thoughts on it? And what replica are we getting remade next? Because the rumours are, there's strong rumours that that's coming out in the autumn, so hopefully within the next 3-4 months. And I think there's rumours also of the original Hogan belts, like the 84 or the 85, as well as the original big green that Hogan won from the Iron Sheik, which would be really cool to see a replica of, because there's never been an official replica of that belt. So yeah, that would be a belt I'm really interested in seeing, as well as I would love the Hogan 85 and the 86 to be remade. The 86 is such an underrated belt, it's crazy. But that 85, the silver one that's similar to the NWA TV shape, fantastic belt as well. But I think that's all there is really to say about this belt. I know I've been talking about other belts in between. But yeah, overall, I think it looks really good. I'm happy that they finally remade this belt. Like I said, the original that they made in 2004, while it did have the WWF logo, it obviously, the 2mm plates, the detail on that, a little bit lacking. So this is an improvement detail-wise. I know some people will be upset about the logo. The logo is an issue for some people. It isn't for me personally. It doesn't bother me. But I know it will to some. But to others, this is a fantastic release. So yeah. It'll be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing one in person. I'll pre-order one from WWE Euroshop, and it will cost significantly more. That being said, yeah, let me know your opinions on this belt and what you think of future belt releases from WWEshop.com. Yeah, I appreciate everyone that watched this. If you did enjoy it though, please give it a thumbs up. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm just rambling now, so let's wrap this up. Cheers.
Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP. And if you want to get one of the greatest belts made for you, go to Paulmartinbelts. That's right, sucker.